Test Drive Unlimited Slow Crown, guys. Now, I've still been playing this a decent amount. The thing is, there are new live events that happen every week, but I'll be honest, this one, for example, is a police siren and 500,000 coins. I already have a lot of money. I don't really care for a police horn. I'm not doing it. There are some like cool ones where you get a nice livery or something like that, but the thing is, maybe they repeat too often. I just feel like, well, luckily live enhancements does improve that, but they're just not really an engaging factor to bring me in every single week. Oh, we got players here. Okay. Crazy Alex. A new player? Holy shit. Level 3 too. Beautiful color. I don't think the cars are rotating at the moment again. Anyways, so why do I still play Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown? Glad you asked. And if you didn't, I apologize. Now, this isn't a propaganda video, I swear to you, because there are still many things wrong with this game that I despise. I'll be honest with you. Now, to get that out of the way, we're just gonna go through all of the things I despise. And by the way, I also want to make a mention about some things that I hope happen to TDSC, because one of the first things before I get into why I still play it, I want to make sure you guys understand that although I do still play and I enjoy playing it, there are some things that I hope change. One of the first ones is bringing back the community that it destroyed and re-garnishing that player base that left because of that. You guys know, like, the launch was not favorable at all. Optimization, in fact, to be honest with you, I don't even think, even like, optimization wise, guys, I think maybe you'll see an extra 5 FPS, but to get it in like a crazy standard, I think it's GG. I don't expect it anymore, bro. Let's be honest, we're 2 years into the game's launch. To really see a crazy change in optimization, I just don't see it happening, I'll be honest. You know, anyways. Yeah, just that alone. But there are things that I just, you know, can't ignore. The lack of housing, the fact there is a lack of housing in this game. You know, the thing is, if you just did what TD2 Houses did and did it at that, and it was at launch, I think everyone would have been happy. Because you left it out, you now have to go so much further to, you know, give meaning to, okay, you know, we're sorry it didn't come at launch, but we're gonna make sure it's worth the wait. That's what you have to play with now. You know, you have to do the, you know, it's not at launch, but now you have to do more to garner that. That's the thing. And it sucks that that was the thing, bro. But on top of that, you know, there are still some bugs that this game has still. But despite all of that, the why I still love it is because despite all of those issues, you know, I'm still clinging on to a bit of faith. And speaking of faith, I hope there is an offline mode. Again, guys, like, don't think of my YouTube channel as like me working. I as I always said, I want it to be separate, because me uploading videos on YouTube is supposed to be free from work. Like this isn't me talking to you as an employee of Test Drive, for example. This is me talking to you as I would if I wasn't, you know. But I will make a promise to you guys, my community. If offline never happens at all in this game, you have my promise on this channel. I will personally do whatever I can, whatever movements you guys start, whatever, I swear to you, I'll stand by it and I'll join you on it. Now, that's just my promise I'm gonna make right now before I continue on this video. Now that I said all that stuff, why I love this game. Now, the thing is, despite all of those issues, as I mentioned previously, that this game still has and suffers from, where it does nicely, it does it so nicely that you kind of forget about the other issues with it. You know, I mean, one of the first things is, I know it's not a fully fledged TDU game, and I've told you guys I can't recommend it until it is, and that point hopefully is season 8, just when houses come. That and like PvP, which is another issue is PvP. I try to focus on why I love this game, but I'll be honest, guys. As I said, the physics too is why I love it. But as I was saying, sorry, mixed match ADHD type nonsense in this video. Yeah, although there are many issues including PvP, which is literally one of the biggest ones, because when you don't have PvP, like you don't really have replayability in that sense of like facing other people, because now like cross region and god damn it. I saw so much what I don't like, but let me focus now again on what I like. Where it does well, it does it very good. One of the first ones is the physics, quite literally, and I mean this open-heartedly and honestly. This gaming physics is my favorite open world racing game physics of all time. Of all time. Especially on wheel. Now, granted, there are still some issues with it on like wheel and controller with the physics. Like for example, the turning radius of vehicles is one issue that you might notice. When you upgrade like the hypercars or really fast cars and they go like 400, 500, the physics starts to not really get, not bad, but it gets arcadey. You lose that sense of realism, which makes sense because, well, most of the people who, when you drive fast cars at like 400 kilometers an hour, you want to still have them controllable and like maneuvering, but in reality they can't really do that. And that's the part that I think is where people are like, you know, there's an issue there. Whoops. But it's really good in the physics to a point where you don't really notice those areas. You can still make do with it, and that's why it's my favorite. I don't know why I swear it's in gear, but apart from those physics, there's also the vehicle features, which again, another key thing that is important to the TDDNA. Headlights, wipers, spoilers, roof. There's so much more detail in TDSC than there was in previous games. In fact, there's literally cruise control. The only open world racing game, and I have a map to my wheel now. So now I can literally, whoops, control. We're at 65. And I'm cruising, bro. The only open world racing game to have cruise control built in. And like, it's just stuff like that, bro. Small stuff like that, but they make such a big difference in the long run. Anyways, I'm gonna switch cars. I'm not sure what's happening. The car sounds as well. Granted, I know there were some issues with car sounds as of recent. But car sounds was one of the things I was really impressed by at the launch of the game. It's why I still play this game to this day. It's just the driving feel, man. Come on, bro, let me pass. And every now and again, what English, Alex? Every now and again, I think I said it right the first time. My issue is living in France sometimes messes up my English. The other day I forgot how to say chronological. I generally forgot the word chronological. Crazy. Engineer forgetting that. Oh, that's bad news. Anyways. Let me switch cars and I can continue my video on why I love this game. And the birds. You guys were close, KT, you were close. I'm sure you had troubles trying to get to the finished product, the polished product. But I do hope that Test Drive has another chance in another opus. Let me switch cars. Funny enough, I keep driving this car and I don't even know why. I wasn't even a huge fan of the 4.8, but man. Anyways, give us a quick turnaround. So, yeah. Where else does this game do right as to why I love it? Now, despite, of course, physics, love, interior cockpit, I love. You guys know that thing of this being able to look around the whole car. Looking back on the mirror shows the interior perspective. It's small details, like these are small things, but it helps build, it helps fill the cup. And the more filled up the cup is, the more how do I make a good expression for this? It's like Kool-Aid. That seems a bit racist, but whatever. I don't even drink Kool-Aid like that, but anyways, it's like Kool-Aid, bro. You pour like some sugar or whatever the thing is that they use to get the flavor. The more you have of it, the sweeter the drink and the better it tastes. You know, you're not gonna have a watered down Kool-Aid, for example. That's kind of what TDUSC is. Now, it's not a perfect cup of Kool-Aid, but there's just enough where it can be admired. Not all, but it can be admired by some. And that's my take. And I'm gonna turn left because I know exactly what route I want to drive on, actually. But yeah, after playing like Forza Horizon 6, which I will still play, by the way, it's a great game, a great Forza Horizon game, but it's not a TDU game, which is why I still play Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown. Normalize being a racing game fan and playing more than one game at once. Surprise. Anyways, the other thing is points of interest. Now, there's no what do you call it, clothing stores on Hong Kong Island. I'll drive to Bees and discuss that, but it has the dealerships that you'd want. Although the interior doesn't, I think the art direction of the initial game was off, so that's why dealerships look to me not favorable. You have the casino, you have the clubs, well, not, sorry, whoa, Alex, don't say clubs, clans, which I'll be honest, the biggest waste of a feature in this game. No joke. You know, I'm sorry if we're going back to what I don't like about this game, but this feature was, bro, there's literally no point in it. No one does clan races and takes them seriously. No one really does the clan challenges. No one really visits the clan HQs over and over again for like replayability, because there is no replayability once you beat all the challengers. Like, sure, you can go to the store every now and then, but there's nothing that really engages you in the clans. But at least it is an interior space that you can free roam and at least explore and have fun in, especially if you're with other people. That's basically it for now. The official racing center, which is season 7, mid-season maybe, we don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see. We'll finally bring PvP racing, that's another walkable space, and then houses, which single-handedly, having played houses, that's actually why I'm still here. Now, I'll be honest, if the houses system was a bit mediocre, yeah, I would have packed my bags a long time ago. But I gotta give it to KT, they're doing God's work with that feature. And they kind of have to, as I mentioned earlier. You know, when you leave a core feature that literally pissed off the community, leave something like that out, you're now gonna have to be like, okay, so what do we do? Well, we have to go further to justify not having it in at launch. And I'll tell you what, they're justifying it. I'm really excited. It's definitely a long way away, but I'm really excited for the community to see it and play it, and you know, see that despite all the things that have gone wrong with TDUSC, at least there's some faith and some hope that it can improve. Because the other thing is, you don't want to sour the franchise as a whole. Let's be honest. I think you could probably do one more Test Drive Unlimited game, but if that does not like hit the bar, pack it up. And that's also why I'm here, you know. I would love to be a part of a more of a part than I play previously, if there ever is a chance to do that, you know. Even for TDSC, bro, I still believe, that's why I'm still here. And Test Drive, it just had, there's that burning passion in my heart, and I know some of you other guys have it, where it's just your dream game. It's niche, but it's a dream game, And the thing is, I'm not asking it to beat Forza Horizon 6 numbers, which, by the way, a hot take, not even a hot take. If you don't agree with this, I don't know what to tell you. If this game released perfectly, bar for bar perfectly, had everything that a TDU game has, it would not beat Forza Horizon on numbers. It just can't. It's not casual enough. Test Drive Unlimited, I'll be honest, isn't a casual game. There's casual elements to it, indeed, but it's not a casual game. Forza Horizon is a casual game, and that's okay. For me, this is good for the racing game like genre, because to have a massive leader like Forza Horizon leading the pack as a casual racer helps bring eyes on the smaller games that are more niched, you know? That's why I hope Forza Horizon doesn't change its DNA. It shouldn't have to. It doesn't need to. What it's doing right now is perfect. What we need now is games that are open world and niche out to then drive people from Forza Horizon to be like, you know, I want to play this today. You know, this is cool. Need for Speed, for example, the Crew Motorfest. Although Motorfest, I'd say, is a hybrid, but still, nonetheless, it does offer some different experiences than what Forza Horizon offers. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, the Test Drive Unlimited in general, then Maverick Games' new open world IP, which is getting revealed next week. Can't wait for that. Apparently it's going to be based in the French Riviera. It's a driving game. I'm gonna love that, and I will probably play the hell out of it. You're gonna be like, yo, but you don't want to play Test Drive anymore? I still will, because normalize playing more than one game, guys. Like, it's not unseen and not unheard of. Anyways, but yeah, there's a lot about Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown that I love, that somehow draws me back to it. And that's the thing, you know. Was that just, oh, that was another player. Okay. Yeah, there's just something that draws me back to it all the time. It sucks because the issue is that I wish there was more to do in it when I hop back on. Like, you know, I know when the live event enhancements feature comes, for sure there's going to be a lot more to do, which is the big issue in TDSC right now. You know, Forza Horizon has the playlist to keep you engaged every week, and then Motorfest has its own thing to keep you engaged every week. Test Drive doesn't have anything. The live events sometimes are just boring as hell, I'll be honest, and that's kind of what we have right now. And that's why, like, if you only log into this game for the live event, you're not really having fun. But that's, again, where I am now. You know, I can play this and enjoy my time. I'll let you go. And like, cruising is just unmatched for me, to the point where I can really have some fun. I feel like I'm gonna get hit. Oh man. Ah! Oh, I gotta love it. Generally, I gotta love it. Drive properly, Alex. But yeah, it's where it does right that brings me happiness. You know, funny enough, you know, the vegetation pops in. I used to be like, oh man, I was playing Forza Horizon 6 and I saw the same thing. I'm like, bro, maybe I'm holding DRC to too high of a standard sometimes, because that same thing happens on Forza Horizon. Maybe, but I mean, granted, the issue is Forza Horizon is a much more optimized game. I'm not denying that, but you know, there's some things that I'm like, you know what, bro, like, am I being too harsh on expecting some things to get fixed? I think it's also naturally because of how other people respond to TDSC, the state it's in, the state it was at launch. You kind of hold it to a higher standard because it has to now, to gain that trust and faith of those who are soured back. But yeah, just the ability to cruise around, enjoy the lifestyle features when I can. That's why I really can't wait for houses, and I can't wait for PvP, because without it, it's a bit tough, I'll be honest. What they built was a very, very good driving game. That's, I can say. It's not a perfect test drive game by all means, but it's a very fucking good driving game at that, and it exceeds. In fact, I would say it's the best open world driving game out right now. Now, what Maverick Games might be able to do is take that spot, but even if they take that spot, I don't think what Maverick is doing is a test drive unlimited direct competitor. I don't think it'd even make sense to, if I'm honest with you. But what I think is it could definitely overlap a bit, and it's like the Venn diagram that where it overlaps, you could have some things shared, and that's good because it means that if there is a time to, you know, for the Test Drive Unlimited franchise to level up, I don't think it can level up on Solar Crown because again you need offline, which I don't remember if I already talked about it, but guys, you have my word, I will happily join whatever movement you guys want about an offline mode if it doesn't happen. I swear to you. I think I already did though, but if I didn't already say it, there you go, I said it again. But yeah, it's good because as I mentioned, I think the engine in general for TDSC, you'll never really be able to optimize it to where you want it to be, and because of that you're just alienating a ton of players. So truly, how I imagine the Test Drive Unlimited franchise is they have one more shot. I hope it can happen. I will be there every step of the way if it does, and now I can truly say if it doesn't work out, it's my fault. Take all the blame. Put my arms out. But no, not seriousness. I really hope the Test Drive Unlimited franchise can continue on. I hope that Solar Crown can at least make amends in some players through some improved bug fixes, through some improved features, you know, listening to the community, an offline mode. I want them to do all of that so that if there is some more that can happen with TDOC and the Test Drive Unlimited franchise in general, they're not soured when they hear that. You know, you don't want people to be soured and think, oh, Test Drive Unlimited? No, but Solar Crown, so and so, you know? Because mind you, TDU2 already soured some TD1 fans. TDOC soured both. It's not a helpful thing. But that's all I have to really say in today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy my random muffle talk. But I do love playing. I don't even think I said a lot of why I love playing this game. But I think me talking to you and just watching me talk and play this is enough. I just love it. Sometimes they just don't make sense, bro. You'll love a game that no one else really likes. You'll have your reasons for it. But no game makes me feel immersed in a world like TDSC does. Mind you, TD2 did it and TD1 does it a little bit as well. But the Test Drive Unlimited franchise, to me, the goal of it is to immerse you in the lifestyle of driving. And right now, it's not a perfect job at it without houses, but with what TDC has right now, it does a good enough job for me to at least hop on and admire my time and spend my time happily, you know? I don't log on to Test Drive and not enjoy my time. So that's just why I enjoy it, guys. I will still be playing Forza Horizon 6, and you guys will see some Forza Horizon 6 videos and some crew videos and Maverick Games new game, which will be announced next week. But I will never leave Test Drive. Anyways, keep critiquing, guys. No joke. I say keep critiquing, but no joke, because it helps. As I always say, there's just a fine line between, you know, just misinformation and yap than there is of like actual proper constructiveness on like what this game needs to be fixed, what they can do, you know? Anyways, that's enough yap. I'm Alex7. I'll see you guys in another video. Don't worry, the Test Drive videos will still come. I'm out, guys. Peace.